welcome back to Kindercrafty. Well, I haven't seen you all in a while because we moved. I'm sorry I've been MIA, but you know what it's like moving and moving with a toddler and moving out of town. We're not in the same city any longer. It took me a few weeks to get settled, got all the boxes unpacked, but we're still, hanging pictures and tweaking on all that stuff. So hopefully very soon I can share a house tour with you. Keep your fingers crossed. Maybe I can enlist my husband to help me take that and edit it and make it, HD and great. So anyway, today I wanted to share with you some tips for moving with toddlers, some things that I found to be very helpful because this is, I guess I consider it a destination move. Although we're in the same state, we're about 4 hours away from where we used to live, so things were not familiar to my little boy when he got here. So here are a few tips that I feel will be helpful to any of you that are planning on moving with a little one. Okay, tip number 1, moving with toddlers, is to take a box and fill it with their favorite toys and enlist their help too. This box you're going to set aside for several weeks. I think I did it about a month before. And don't let them play with it. I actually hid mine in the trunk of the car so that when we got here for that first day or two, when you want them to be out of the way from, underneath the mover's feet, out of the way of you and your husband, unpacking and all that, they weren't new toys, but they were toys he hadn't seen in a while, and they were his favorites, and he had picked them out. So anyway, they kept him engaged and out of the way. So I highly recommend you take a box, even if you do like toy rotation, maybe take one of those boxes that your kiddos haven't seen in a while and hide it away. Don't even let it go onto the moving truck. Hide it away. They hadn't even seen it. When they get to their new house, they can open it and it's like, voila, surprise, new toy. So I found that very helpful. The next thing is I started talking about moving several weeks in advance. So because he's 2.5, he doesn't understand what that means. It's kind of an abstract thought, especially if you've never moved before. So I started reading books. I got a book from Barnes & Noble. My sister sent me a book because she had moved around a lot. And I actually showed him some YouTube videos about moving. If you just, type in a search on YouTube, you can find lots of videos about moving. So I showed him what it was going to look like, that there's going to be lots of boxes, and then we're going to be putting them on the truck, and then we're going to be leaving and going to a new house and not returning to this house. So I did it like every day for several weeks before we moved. And so he kind of got it. Once he got here, like, okay, we're not going back. So I think that was very helpful. Third tip is I packed all of his bedding, his shower curtain, towels, bath toy, bath soap, everything to make his night as seamless as possible. Even though there was like chaos around us, I wanted his first night to be easy. And actually, you all, because I put up his curtains, I didn't even have a rod. I just clipped them with like chip clips onto his blinds. I put up his quilt. I made it look exactly like I could. Put his box of toys, hung up his towel and his shower curtain, and he actually had a great first night. He did not wander out of his room. He did not cry. He did not call for us. I put him in bed and he went straight to sleep. So, yay! I think that was a tip that was really worth it. Okay, tip 4, plan for help. I enlisted the help of my mother. She didn't come the first day because it was a move that was, quite a distance. The unpacking of the packing of the truck in our old home, the drive all the way up here, the unpacking when we got here made for a late evening. So I enlisted the help of my mother to come over, starting early the very first full day. And really wasn't for her to help me unpack boxes. It was for her to play with my little boy and keep him out of the way, because I felt like I could get in there and go really fast and unpack things and be organized and orderly without him under my feet and asking for a snack and what are you doing and can I help? She was great at just like entertaining him and keeping him out of my way so I could get a huge chunk of, unpacking done. So that's a great tip. And if you have any friends in the city where you're moving or the part of town where you're moving that have offered to make you meals, take them up on it. It was so nice that first night to have a home-cooked meal. And my last tip for you is to find some of those familiar places that he used to love in the old hometown and do that again. So the first week I took him to the playground, which is like a mile walk from us, so we love that. I took him to the pool. I took him, which is a mile walk. The clubhouse is about a mile away, so we love our new neighborhood. There's lots to do. And I took him to Barnes & Noble story time, which he loved in the city where we used to live. So I did some of those things that were really familiar, which made the moving to a new place fun, and so that you don't have your little one going, oh, I miss my old house, because they miss all those things that went along with their old house, not just the old house, but the fun that they used to have when they were there. So I created new experiences and took a little sprinkle of some of those old fun things and said, see, we have some of those fun things up here too. So those are my 5 tips. Hopefully these were helpful to you if you're moving with a little one, and hopefully I'll see you again real soon. Thanks for watching. See you next time.